Hi guys, so let's go over some exact value questions in the higher maths trigonometric expressions radian measure exercise. So we're going to try and evaluate the sine of pi by 3. So again, pi radians equals 180 degrees. So pi by 3 is 180 divided by 3, which is 60 degrees. So pi by 3 radians is 60 degrees. And the sine of 60 we know from our exact value triangles. So as I was saying last time, get used to drawing these out or memorize the table. Don't just come back to this table, look at the answer and write it down. Either learn it off by heart or be able to draw out the triangle. Because you're going to come and you're going to do some tests, you're going to need to know these. You don't want to be sat there thinking, oh, that's that thing I always look up. Okay, so the sine of 60 degrees is root 3 over 2. And we need to know that. Right, the next question, where's it gone? Here we go. Cos of 3 pi by 4. So we can do the cast diagram in radians. So rather than 180 minus, well, we know pi radians is 180 degrees. So it'll be pi minus, pi plus, 2 pi minus. So cos of 3 pi by 4. So that's, remember, pi by 4 just means a quarter of pi. So we're going 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters of pi to do 180 degrees. So we know that 3 quarters plus this quarter will make a whole pi, which is 180 degrees. Or alternatively, if you want to, you could think, well, pi by 4 is 45 degrees. 3 45s are 135, so I'm essentially working out the cosine of 135 degrees, which is the negative cosine of 45 degrees. So you can change it into degrees if you want to, or you can work in radians if you want to. But we'd never ever see radians and degrees together, so I wouldn't want to see something like cos of pi by 4 plus sine of 45 if we're doing something a little bit more complicated than this. Okay, so either radians or degrees, not both written right next to each other. Here we've got an equal sign in between, so that's fine, because the sine of pi by 3 radians is exactly the same as the sine of 60 degrees. So going back onto that, negative cosine of pi by 4 radians or negative cosine of 45 degrees is negative 1 over root 2. Again, draw out that exact value triangle. Or remember the table. Do not just look back at the table and write down the answer. That's not called learning. Right guys, your questions, cos of pi by 4 and tan of 5 pi by 4. Have a go. Pause the video as well. Okay, hopefully you've had a go at those two. So cos of pi by 4 is just cos of 45 degrees, which is 1 over root 2. Tan of 5 pi by 4. So remember up here, pi by 4 is 45 degrees. So 5 45s is 5 40s plus 5 5s, which is 225 degrees. So we can either do a whole pi plus pi by 4, which would be 5 pi by 4, which just leaves us with tan of pi by 4, which is tan of 45, which equals 1. Or we can turn it all into degrees. So 225 is 180 plus 45. So this would just be equal to the tan of 45 degrees. And the positive tan of 45 degrees, because we're in the third quadrant where only tan is positive.